Alright guys, welcome in for the Trevenchy mock draft / draft pregame show, in which we are going deep and in-depth with all the content, the players, the chain of events, the energy that is to come from the NFL draft today. And we have our boards open. We are going to make a universal big board, one in which we'll have a Trevenchy take, and one in which we'll have the actual platform for each team to pull up. So guys, thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate the vibes. Welcome into the 412 Trev experience. This is presented by Trevenchy. At least this is the 412 Trev energy. The energy show, vibe, whatever you guys want to call it, 412 Trev vibe. This is a vibe because we are going to be vibing today. And so a few things I want to reflect are just off the big board. We have 2 hours counting left until we have our show starting. And so today we are sponsored by Spring Water. Make sure you guys are not drinking your locally sourced tap water, as it may be chlorinated. And so in order to avoid any harmful chemicals, we are solely on a spring water life. All right, we are coming in with the 412 Trev vibe presented by Trevenchy, and we are here for the draft pregame show. And one way we're going to start this whole thing off, all this momentum, is we're going to get an impulse mock draft presented by yours truly, of course. And so right now, we've established ourselves with a beautiful board. A board that is going to acknowledge every single team. And so we're going to be right back, basically. We're going to get this board filled up with each team, and then we'll update you guys how we're feeling right now. But again, we have 2 hours, actually 1 hour and 45 minutes until we're live. Here again, back with the 412 Trev vibe presented by Trevenchy. And we are on that pre-game hype right now. Give me that pre-game hype. Give me that pre-game hype. And so what we're presenting, guys, is something to start off the wave. And what I mean by wave is this. The big board. I present to you guys each of the 32 NFL teams' big board. Except for the Carolina Panthers. They have traded their first round pick. And that is going to be addressed over here, as the Carolina Panthers first round pick has been traded for the Bryce Young deal. And so this is the NFL draft of 2024. Right now, we are essentially going to do an entire pregame show on what we think is going to happen. Off the rip, I definitely want to adjust some things. All right, guys. So let's address some of the basics. What is going on in the first 5 to 10 minutes of this year's draft? Is it going to be a little buzz the line? No, it isn't. Because General Manager of the Chicago Bears, Ryan Poles, has declined the potential trade offer of Washington moving up from 2-1 in exchange of a 2025-2026 first round pick and their second round picks, and Ryan Poles declined that decision. And so we're not really going to be seeing a Chicago Bears move away from their Caleb Williams draft pick, as this is someone that they have been in dire need to address. Is trying to be as blunt as possible in regards to who is getting drafted right now. And so here on the pregame show for the 2024 NFL draft, where college graduates or simply players that have dreamed of a passion and have dreamed of a moment and have manifested a moment in which they could walk in front of a podium in nothing but gratitude, because their families' lives and their loved ones' lives and every single person who's been there for that player will have their life changed today. And it is nothing but reinforcement and momentum, because us as business owners, general managers, owners of NFL franchises, our investment runs thick with these players right here, because this is how you create a franchise, a dynasty, a quality roster. I'm going to be real with you guys. I don't even need to act any certain way. Like, I'm very grateful. Some things to address off the jump. We're featuring right here off the number 1 pick, a trade that was made back in 2023 as the Carolina Panthers traded their first round pick to be selecting number 1 overall last year to select Bryce Young. In efforts or in result, so the Chicago Bears addressing their quarterback need after trading their franchise quarterback Justin Fields to the Pittsburgh Steelers for a conditional 6th round pick will now be addressing their empty room with a generational prospect known as Caleb Williams. I mean, off the jump, I'm going to obviously just select it right here because we got to be real here. Caleb Williams is going to the Chicago Bears. And so a few things just to note, just in terms of right off the jump. The Chicago Bears declined a trade offer with the Washington Commanders, as the Commanders had heavy intentions to trade up from 2 to 1. So heavy in which they were willing to give away their 2025-2026 first round picks and their current second round picks. Of course, the general manager of the Chicago Bears has declined. And that is because he is reinforced in the decision of drafting Caleb Williams as his franchise quarterback. So we can slate that number 1 pick. I would say that is the easiest pick in the entire draft. And of course, no other way to put it. But another huge factor in this entire team's progress and how they're going to build each team is, are you going BPA or are you drafting by need? A huge factor in what's going to happen in this top 10 is if these players or these teams select BPA. And what do I mean by BPA? I mean best player available. Who are the top 10 people, humans in this situation that are the best in the entire world? There can't be a more likely quarterback, as he is the number 1 player in the entire world coming out of college to become a potential prospect at a franchise player in this professional organization. The Washington Commanders can go BPA, but they have a heavy quarterback need, letting Sam Howell go to the Seahawks and then bought out by the Los Angeles Rams, as they really wanted Sam Howell. And so the Washington Commanders did their top 30 visits at a Topgolf, in which they tried to make more of a casual setting for these players. And an interesting take, I'm super excited to hear about what happens with this. But just in terms of a Topgolf top 30, you just want to see if someone's likable. You just want to see who is your franchise quarterback. In my flat opinion, I wasn't there, so I don't know who played well. But just considering the new ownership, Dan Quinn as a quarterback, I think the Washington Commanders are going to go with Jaden Daniels. And the reason why is because Dan Quinn didn't necessarily have a great turnaround, and his head coaching career came to an abrupt end as he was fired. And so giving Dan Quinn, which I'm pretty sure was the Falcons, Matt Ryan, he had a pocket passer, and he's always had a pocket passer. Now he's been more consumed on the defensive edge, so he needs someone, an athletic person who can handle this, who can handle the offense, feed his skill players, and just move the chains. Dan Quinn isn't going to go in-depth into offense. He's a defensive guy. So I think he's going to try to go for Jaden Daniels because that is his guy to handle and be the captain of the offense. Reason why is because we've seen Jaden Daniels excel in his LSU tenure after recovering from a shaky start at ASU. And of course, Jaden Daniels had Malik Neighbors, had his share of Brian Thomas Jr., a great receiving core in which these two players are going in the first round. Brian Thomas around here and Malik Neighbors around here. But I think it's just very important to acknowledge that the Commanders need a game changer. And they've never had a game changer quarterback in their life. And I think they believe in this guy Not saying that I do, but I think they believe in this guy. And that's all that matters. Because LSU, they believed in Jaden, and they got him in the position to succeed. All right, now, we're here. We're on the 3rd pick overall for the New England Patriots. And this one is going to be a pretty easy slate. The New England Patriots are selecting Drake May out of North Carolina University. UNC Chapel Hill. Drake May is now released. And what do I mean by that? I mean Drake May is finally going to have a team in the NFL. And now, we're not talking skilled players. We're not talking about building around him. This Patriots team with Gerard Mayo is about to become the worst NFL team in the NFL next year. And they may have the best defense. They may even exceed expectations and get 6 to 8 to 9 wins. But this team is not built to succeed yet for Drake May. And I think a huge factor in his development will be Ramondre Stevenson. But the whole point is, who is your wide receiver 1? Who is it? They let go of Jacoby Myers. He's gone. So what? Who is it now? Are they going to say Kendrick Bourne? I don't know. I really don't know. So they have a huge need right here. I think the Patriots are going wide receiver in the 2nd round, and then they'll grow from within. Now, we are here, and we're talking about the Arizona Cardinals. For the 4th pick overall, we are going with the Arizona Cardinals. And this right here, I see as an entire opportunity for any of these teams to trade up. And so that's what we're going to be slating. I think the Cardinals will not be selecting Marvin Harrison Jr. I think they're going to pass on it, and I think they're going to take their trade offer. And so what do I mean by that? Trade offers are interesting because we need someone who's aggressive. Your top 3 quarterbacks have just gone off the board. Who is going to select J.J. McCarthy? And so my slate right here is pretty simple. I think the Arizona Cardinals will be trading down with the Minnesota Vikings. It has to happen. There's no other team, and it just has to happen. So they're going to be trading down with the Vikings in exchange for a future 1st and their 2nd round picks. So the Cardinals are now going to be at the 11th pick overall. And the Vikings have now traded their entire future on the potential of J.J. McCarthy, college football playoff champion, J.J. McCarthy. Cool. This is how we're going to do it. All right. J.J. McCarthy has now been drafted by the Minnesota Vikings. And so that is 4 quarterbacks in total. Now we are here with the Los Angeles Rams, and they are picking at pick number 5. And so with the Los Angeles Rams, or Chargers, the Los Angeles Chargers are going to be picking at number 5. So with the Los Angeles Chargers, I believe that they are in the same position as the Cardinals. They're in another trade down situation. So with J.J. McCarthy now gone, I think it is only best to steal any type of quarterback prospect from the Giants. I think right now the Las Vegas Raiders, sitting at 13, are looking at this and saying, we're not going to let the Giants win this. We need this over anyone else. They have Daniel Jones, and that's their loss. So give me a Las Vegas Raiders trade with the Los Angeles Chargers. We are now going to be putting in Las Vegas Raiders. And so the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers are trading as the Chargers are going to be picking up the Raiders' current first round, and current second. So we are sitting at an aggressive Raiders trade right now. And it is only right for the Las Vegas Raiders to address their quarterback position. I know they're paying Gardner Minshew a lot of money, but it gives more incentive for Michael Penix to grow. So for the perfect quarterback for Ant Pierce, AP, I love Antonio Pierce coaching up Michael Penix Jr. out of Washington University. Boom. Unprecedented ass draft. We have 5 quarterbacks selected first overall, and you can make a genuine case onto why this would happen. The only quarterback left for any other team now is Bo Nix, and I like the Denver Broncos at 12. I just ultimately think that the Raiders, I think they wanted a deal within the division. They knew the Chargers were going to do that. And I think the Chargers absolutely hate the Broncos more in Sean Payton's organization, and they want to let the Raiders be the Raiders, I think, in that scenario. You don't want to give Broncos any other leverage because they're still a good sports program. They're still on the ups. They still have some sort of potential. The Raiders are starting fresh. They're off a rebuild. I think the Chargers and Jim Harbaugh, is a little passive and says, you know what, let's give the little brother a shot. We're going to move down, and we're going to take advantage of them on the long run. And I think you also think as well, Raiders are more likely to be worse than the Broncos, so they like that first-round pick for next year than the Broncos. All right, so Broncos still looking at Bo Nix. I think they're aggressive. I don't know yet, though. I think all in all, we're here at the New York Giants pick. And this is an interesting one because none of the quarterbacks are available. They could get Bo Nix, which would be the perfect scenario for Daniel Jones. But, I mean, at this point, you could address any position you want. So, I think what the Giants are going to do right now is I think they trade down. I think they lose their quarterback. They really loved J.J. McCarthy, and now he's on the Vikings. They're fucking pissed. I think they're in a completely different situation. And I say, you know what? We got to get out of here. We have way too many needs. We have one of the worst rosters in the NFL. Our right tackle was a bust 2 years ago. Now our offensive line is shaky. We barely have any weapons. I know Marvin Harrison Jr. would be nice, but who are we even going to feed him to? You know what I'm saying? Even Malik Neighbors, who are we going to feed him to? Your defense is amazing, bro. You got your Aziz, Kayvon, and you just got Brian Burns, Leonard Williams. You're balling. Deontay Banks isn't as bad. You're doing okay. You're doing okay. I just think the Giants trade down. They lost their J.J. McCarthy. They're done. They're done. So right now, right here, I think the Colts are aggressive. And I think the Indianapolis Colts are trading up with the New York Giants. And I think the Colts have a clear pick who they like. Clear as day. Clear as day. So the New York Giants are now selecting at 15. And the Colts have traded their future first-round pick, and they do not care about it. Because they are officially going to be getting the son of their Hall of Fame wide receiver, Marvin Harrison, and getting him a son for the franchise. Marvin Harrison Jr. going to the Indianapolis Colts. It's almost as good as time. How could Marvin Harrison not want to play for that? Lucas Oil. So we're down to 6. MHJ is now, all the quarterbacks are down. We are at the Tennessee Titans. This is a pretty clear-cut call. I think the Tennessee Titans go all in. They're trying to build around Will Levis. They go Joe Alt. They got to get the best offensive lineman in the entire draft. So I like Joe Alt right here. And now the Atlanta Falcons are at 8. They're at 8. I say, with everything that's been going down right now, I honestly think the Falcons are taking Dallas Turner. They got themselves a bomb Jesse Bates. They got themselves a bomb Grady Jarrett. They got themselves a great team and a bomb AJ Terrell. But everything right now is around finally having a pass rusher. Every NFL team has one. And if you're going to try to compete in any sort of NFC South, you need to have good pass rush. You got to get through these quarterbacks fast. I think Dallas Turner is a great pick for Raheem Morris as well. It's a safe pick, and it definitely is someone who can grow with that defense, and then you just have some more dogs because Kirk's got the offense under control. You can give him, those weapons are just fine. Kyle Pitts, Drake London, and Darnell Mooney, those are just some amazing pickups. Bijan Robinson and Algiers, dude, he did more with just Justin Jefferson and KJ Osborne. Like, he's chilling. So I like the Falcons' offense. Their O-line is really good. And so I think they go Dallas Turner at 8. I don't think they wanted to trade up. No one really wanted that. No one's really going to go Bo Nix. They know the Broncos are going to get Bo Nix. Right now, it's just receivers. So, Bears, give me Rome Odunze. The Bears are now selecting their wide receiver 1, who's going to eventually take over for Keenan Allen. And they got Keenan Allen, and they got one more person, I think. I can't remember. I know they got Gerald Everett. Oh, and DJ Moore. So, I think they just want to build around Caleb Williams. They want to give him the best weapons possible. Your defense is already pretty set, and just be like, you know what? We got Swifty. We got to just ball out. We give him Cole Kmet. He's paid already. We'll give him DJ Moore. He's already handled in the system. And we'll give him Keenan Allen. Maybe he has injuries, and that's why you draft Rome Odunze. Because Rome Odunze is a player who can plug and play in slot, in X. He is just varying with DJ Moore, and Keenan Allen comes in, and you can even watch his snap count and make sure he doesn't get as injured. So, dude, the Bears are fucking it, dude. The Bears are now one of the best teams in the NFC North. The Jets, pretty simple. The New York Jets select Malik Neighbors out of Louisiana State University, LSU. I love Malik Neighbors for this pick right here. This is Aaron Rodgers' best friend, Garrett Wilson's best friend. They're about to become best friends, and you are going to have any aggressive ball catch, any yak catch, any sort of route. I mean, these guys are going to get their separation, and they're going to be aggressive. So I think Aaron Rodgers loves this, and now we are through with the top 10. Out of nowhere, we have the Vegas Raiders getting Penix, the Vikings trading up to get McCarthy. I think this is just so realistic right now, and the Colts trading up to get Marvin Harrison Jr. I think this is so realistic. So realistic. And now we are here. We are coming, guys, now for the next 11 to 20, or maybe we might even finish this off. But you are watching the pregame show, the pregame NFL draft show with Trevenchy. Welcome back. We're here with the 412 Trev Vibe, presented by Trevenchy, in which we are hosting the pregame NFL 2024 draft show. And we've already done the top 10 picks. The top 10 picks were exhilarating, as we had a total of 3 trades in just the top 10 picks. As we had a Minnesota Vikings trade up, a Las Vegas Raiders trade up, and an Indianapolis Colts team trade up. And so now we are here at 11 with the Arizona Cardinals, in which they are trying to make their brand on the NFL draft after they got all these picks. They're chilling. They got a future first, a future second. They still have another second. They're feeling great. And so I think we go all in on this team. Who are the Arizona Cardinals selecting? I think you could look at Brock Bowers as an option. I like Brock Bowers. I think him and Trey McBride, why not? Why not? You know what I'm saying? You would have some amazing fucking players. I think there's one way to put it. All right, they had some amazing DB play towards the end of last year. They didn't really look like they missed a step without Byron Murphy going to the Vikings. So it's like you look at a guy like Terrion Arnold or Quinyon Mitchell, and you're like, man, I kind of like them right now. The Cardinals could really develop Quinyon Mitchell. The Steelers are also looking to go from 20 to 12 as well. And that is because they're looking at Quinyon Mitchell, which means they don't think he's even going top 10. So at this point, I think the Cardinals make the right call right now. They're still going to get a receiver in the second. They have a decent O-line right now. I think you just go all in and you secure up that DB core, honestly. And like you like your linebackers, they're pretty good. You like their D-line, like they're growing. Your front seven's growing. But I think you go all in on Quinyon Mitchell. Because they knew, all right, like, if we don't get him, the Steelers gonna get him, or someone else gonna get him. All right, Quinyon Mitchell, there it is. Now, I think the Broncos are trying to trade down because they know Bo Nix isn't gonna go that high. I don't think anyone listens, though. I really don't. I think the Bo Nix train is forced. I think they're gonna have to do it early. The Denver Broncos are gonna be selecting Bo Nix at 12. At fucking 12, dude. I see it happening, bro. They need their quarterbacks, bro. All these motherfuckers need their quarterbacks. It's bad. All right, the Chargers. Only one way to put it for the Chargers. Jim Harbaugh is running to that podium, and he is going all in on Brock Bowers for Justin Herbert. Oh my God, bro. They would be dirty. Dude, y'all would be dirty. The Chargers would be dirty, bro. New Orleans Saints, I think they have to miss out. They sucked on that Trevor Penning draft. I don't think he's that good. I think they're going to have to go Olu Fashanu. The New Orleans Saints. Next, we have the New York Giants. The New York Giants are an interesting one because they traded down because they were pissed. They're like, fuck, we're already out of everything. So, I think this is going to be a weird one. But I think because they loved Malik Neighbors so much, they also love Brian Thomas Jr. I would also say another important thing to address is that Deonte Banks was their first round pick last year, so I don't think they double dip in DBs. I think it's only right that they have to address this the right way. They say he's his wide receiver one. Everyone says that. Every scout says that. So I think the New York Giants are selecting Brian Thomas Jr. Brian Thomas Jr. out of LSU going at 15 to the New York Giants. I fully see that. Who the fuck tells me they aren't? Who? Exactly. Because they're going, bro. All right. 16. We have the Seattle Seahawks. They got DBs. They got everything. I think they go edge. Latu would be really nice for them, honestly. Latu. I really like Latu for the Seahawks right now. I think it's only right. The Seattle Seahawks are going to be going Latu. They're going to need an edge. They want someone who's redefined as your pass rusher for the next decade. I think you give Mike McDonald that guy. He loves that guy. I think they go defense in their first round this year. I think because you just got Mike McDonald as well, you go defense 100%. I mean, there's no one else. You could go Jared Verse. Jared Verse is an animal, but I like Latu. Jaguars. The Jaguars are interesting because they need everything. I mean, Dude, it's only right, bro. They need everything, but they also need a fucking DB1. So I think they're going to go Terrion Arnold out of Bama. He's close. He's a SEC project. I think they like his material. And it's like, we need the DB. But then again, you need T-loss protection. J.C. Latham is a guaranteed right tackle. It's hard. I think the Jaguars ultimately will go J.C. Latham. Yeah, of course. We need your right tackle. J.C. Latham. Going to the Jacksonville Jaguars, they need a right tackle. Your Cincinnati Bengals. I think this one's a no-brainer. You just lost to Woujier. You like DJ Turner's hype, but you're also like, Mike Hilton's behind him, and that's all you got. I think you go Terrion Arnold. I think you love Terrion in this position, and you're like, he's CB1. Yeah, y'all went. Yeah, bro. Terrion is definitely your guys' mold. Los Angeles Rams. They tried trading up. Who the do they really want? Like, I don't know. I just the Rams are chilling. They don't need to trade up. I mean, unless they really wanted Dallas Turner, but I like the Rams staying at where they're at. Dude, those two DBs just got taken. In terms of who's left right now? So in terms of who's left, I don't say you get Fautanu. Fuaga, I mean, I just think you're good on a line. You don't want to get Fuaga, you don't want to get Mims. I mean, Jared Verse. He'd be a huge pickup for you guys. He's your big body. And then, yeah, bro, you would have like a guaranteed guy. Nah, bro, it has to be Byron Murphy. You guys have to replace Aaron Donald, bro. All right, Rams going straight out of UT, Texas. Byron Murphy. Boom! The Rams selected Byron Murphy, and now the Pittsburgh Steelers are on the clock. Pittsburgh Steelers are on the clock. 4-1-2 Trev presenting the pre-game draft. Let's get this going. I'm going to play the board, feel like I'm Omar. Honestly, like I gotta be real with y'all. Like, we got Amarius Mims on the board. That guy's best friends with Broderick. They're best friends. Like, they balled out together in big games. Dude, I just feel like the thought of having two X-Factor tackles is just crazy to me. And especially for Russ or Justin's future. So, I love Amarius Mims a lot. I mean, there's no one else you would, like, want me taking over him. Like, we don't need edge. Are we taking center this early? No, we aren't. We just can't, dude. DB, do you really want Kool-Aid? Like, I love him, but, like, you have to go Mims, bro. Or Fuaga. Fuaga's a monster, bro. But Mims is him, bro. Guys, I think I'm going to be going with Amarius Mims for this pick, guys. Amarius Mims. I think, guys, I don't think anyone wants to trade. Like, do the Panthers want to trade? Like, give me 20 for 33 and 39. Like, who would they want? They really want a right tackle. Like, I don't get that. They already have it, guys. Dude, I have to do it. I have to do Mims. I wouldn't take Fuaga over Mims. It's just unrealistic. Why would you do that? You had my bro right there. I'm going Mims. Amarius Mims is now a Pittsburgh Steeler. Let's go. Amarius Mims out of the Georgia Bulldogs. He's a dog. He's a dog, bro. Give me a Marys. Give me Broderick Jones. Give me George. That's the best run blocking team in the NFL. Give me that. Let's go. Get out of here. That's 2 X's on the outsides, 2 golds on the inside, and then we're going to get Zach Frazier. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. All right, bro. Miami Dolphins, pretty short and simple. They have their... Actually, no. Actually, yeah. They got rid of... Nah, bro. Only way to do it. Miami Dolphins are selecting Jared versus out of UF. Florida Seminoles and Philadelphia Eagles are selecting. The Philadelphia Eagles are going to be selecting Kool-Aid McKinstry. Minnesota Vikings, first round pick after they just got their J.J. McCarthy, is going to be selecting. They already got their line. Minnesota Vikings are going to be selecting Jerzon Newton. Oh my God, he's a steal. I wish I could get Jerzon, bro. Jerzon is a steal, bro. Whoever gets him tonight is a steal, bro. I don't even know. Like, Jerzon is a steal, bro. Oh, T-minus 50 minutes until the draft. Holy shit, guys. This is actually happening. All right, the Dallas Cowboys select. You just lost Tyron Smith. I think they're chilling on O-line. Bro, who did Dallas get, bro? They have Brandon Cooks. They have CD. They have good O-line. Their defense is nice. Do you guys want Chop Robinson? Do you... I could give you Chop. Oh shit, the Cardinals got it. Yo, guys. The Cardinals got this pick. They got the Vikings 23. They had to have. There's the only way for them to get... Oh my God, yeah. No, I'm keeping this. Dude, Vikings or Cardinals are getting that pick. Holy crap. And so for the 23rd pick overall, the Arizona Cardinals are selecting Jerzon Newton. Oh my God, Jerzon is nice. Any team that gets Jerzon is going to be disgusting. I like the Cardinals getting Jerzon, especially in this trade down deal. Dude, they just got Quinyon Mitchell and Jerzon Newton. Potentially the 2 best defensive players in the entire NFL. I know you missed out on Marvin Harrison Jr., but you can get one in the 2nd round, bro. You just got 2 of the defensive pieces. Those are 2 X factors on defense. Add that with Budda Baker, that's 3 X factors, bro. That's a good-ass team, Cardinals. You already have your, you gotta build. You gotta start somewhere. Gannon's a defensive coach as well. You need him to draft Jerzon. All right, Cowboys. This is hard, bro. This is really hard. It's like, who do you guys like? Do you have your center? Do you guys want JPJ? Fuck, that's probably smart. I don't know what their center is like. Fautanu is an amazing... yeah, he's an amazing piece. You already got your edge, bro. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Chop Robinson is going to be pretty nice for them. Fuck, who do you guys want? Chop? Chop or Fautanu? Alright. Heads or tails? Heads. Chop Robinson, bro. You just can't get Troy Fautanu. You gotta get online, bro. Yep. Alright, bro. Chop Robinson with the 24th pick overall with the Dallas Cowboys. Okay, the Green Bay Packers select. They got Christian Watson. Balled out with Romeo Dubs last year. They did something, but I think if you just lost Bakhtiari, I think you get Talisi. All right, the Green Bay Packers select Talise Fuaga. Especially with Josh Jacobs, they're gonna try to pound the ball. I love that. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You guys select. Only way to put it. Yeah, they're like, he fell to us bad. Troy Fautanu. Oh my god, the Cardinals just got both those first round picks, bro. Just so they could get, oh my god, the Cardinals select Keon Coleman, Xavier Worthy, or Donnie Mitchell. Who do y'all want? Keon Coleman. Keon Coleman, of course, bro. Oh my god, bro. The Cardinals hit, bro. Y'all got Keon Coleman, Quinion Mitchell, and Jerzon Newton, bro. Y'all hit on this draft. Holy shit. Buffalo Bills are up. Holy crap. Alright, it's the Buffalo Bills' turn. Please. Troy. Cardinals select Keon Coleman. Oh my god. So y'all got Nate Wiggins, Cooper DeJean available. Graham, Tyler, Jackson. Fuck. I'm gonna call Jacob and we're gonna see what's gonna go on right now, alright? We're gonna see what you guys like.
Yeah.
Alright, bro, welcome to the pre-game 412 Trev vibe. We're doing a draft pre-game show right now, and the Buffalo Bills are up. They're at 28. We're on the big board right now, and Brandon Bean has the choice. He can select of either of the options, okay? You ready?
Yeah.
Nate Wiggins, Cooper DeJean, Graham Barton, Tyler Guyton, Jackson Powers Johnson, Adonai Mitchell, or Xavier Worthy. And then the other guys are like second round guys. So Nate Wiggins. All right.
Wait, Nate Wiggins, is that boy a tackle?
No, Nate Wiggins is your cornerback out of Clemson. Cooper DeJean. Graham Barton is the center / guard. Tyler Guyton is the right tackle. JPJ center, and then Adonai and Xavier Worthy. Who are you selecting? Cooper DeJean. Cooper DeJean. Are you sure? You already have a Taron Johnson. You're just replacing Taron for no reason.
Nah, because Cooper can play safety, can he?
Cooper is six foot. He's a smaller white boy. We're talking about NFL. We're talking about NFL. Your edge is taken. Jared Verse, Chop Robinson, and Dallas Turner. They're gone. They're gone. Latu, they're gone. So you're on the big board right now. You got a minute left on the draft. You can choose your guy.
Xavier Legette gone?
Xavier Legette is still on the board. They're projecting him to be a second round pick. They don't know if he's gonna go, but you could be the guy to get him. You could be.
Well, what do we trade back?
We're only doing first round here.
Only first round here?
Yep.
Alright, well, I think it has to be best available.
Well, your best player available right now is Nate Wiggins, and then after that is DeJean, and then Tyler Guyton, and then Graham Barton, and then JPJ, Adonai, and Xavier. So you could get Adonai or Xavier right now as your
I
right
don't
receiver.
like them that much, either of them. Like, I'd rather take Xavier Legette.
I mean, you could get Xavier Legette, bro. They're probably gonna take him. Like, I could see the Ravens, Niners, probably the Ravens, maybe the Niners if they get rid of Ayuk, and maybe even the Chiefs because Rashee Rice is like catching a case right now. So they could clear out. I don't see the Chiefs getting Xavier, so they could look at Legette or Adonai. The Niners, I think they're looking at Legette or Adonai as well. And I think the Ravens are looking at Worthy or Legette. So it's up to you, because I don't think they get Adonai. They already have Zay Flowers. But they would get a Xavier Worthy, or they would get a Leggett big body.
Yeah, I just really like Xavier Leggett. You know, like the draft you're doing is kind of underrating him. I think he's, in my opinion, nicer than Adonai.
Oh yeah, no, he is. And I'm not even referring to that like draft. I've done every single pick on the big board right now. So it's up to you, bro. You're in 4K right now, bro. You're in 4K. So it's your.
Yeah, I mean, the big board is gonna rank it how it wants, but Xavier Leggett's the perfect scheme fit, so it is full set up.
All right, let's get you to call Xavier real quick. All right, am I speaking to Xavier Leggett?
It's Brandon.
Hey, how you doing, Brandon? How you doing, Mr. Bean?
Buffalo Bill.
Mr. Bean, it would mean an honor for me, Mr. Bean. I mean, I would love. Mr. Coach Sean McDermott was my favorite person to talk to. I felt like he understood me.
He understood you.
Felt like he understood me.
Well, I think you're gonna be a perfect fit.
I'm excited. I'm excited, Mr. Bean.
I think you and Josh are gonna be best friends.
I think so too. Tell Josh to get some cooking going. My mom will gonna start making some crawfish.
Alright, I think it's been selected.
All right, Coach. I won't let you down. Hard work. All right. The Buffalo Bills have selected Xavier Leggett out of South Carolina University. Out of nowhere did any of these people think this receiver would go first round. But since the NFL Combine and since the physicals have dropped, we know this guy is looking like A.J. Brown. This guy's... All right, we have already done all 28 picks, and now we are at the Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions have just paid Amon-Ra Brown 4 years for $120 million. This is big boy money. Big boy money coming from a 4th round pick. I see you, bro. Popping off out of USC. I see you, bro. So the Lions, I think the Lions keep it straight. They got to replace Cameron Sutton. They are going Cooper DeJean out of University of Iowa for the Detroit Lions. I love this pick for them. I think the Cam Sutton situation completely blew up in their face. They thought he was going to be a better player. Totally understand that. Just coming from a Steelers system, we're making our players look a lot better than they are. Just situational, all right? So now we are at 30 Baltimore Ravens, and I think this is a clear-cut pick. I think the Baltimore Ravens, I think they would have gotten Xavier Leggett, but he's gone. With the Xavier Worthy and the Adonai Mitchell still available, I'm kind of hesitant to pull the trigger. I think because you're trying to hook up Marlon Humphrey and you're trying to help him out. I love Stevens and all, but I think you go Nate Wiggins on this pick. And I can see the Ravens doing it as well. Nate Wiggins out of Clemson University. Because they would have gotten Leggett. They really would have gotten Leggett. But I don't think you get Adonai there. All right, and then with the San Francisco 49ers, I think it's clear. I think they get a receiver. Well, I mean, why not? You could replace Ray Ray and get someone who's like potentially nice. Like Brandon Ayuk might even leave, bro. So I mean, you already have amazing tackles and all, bro. I think you do it. Yeah, dude. All right, the San Francisco 49ers are selecting Xavier Worthy. Brandon Ayuk is pissed, but it's situational, bro. And then I think the Kansas City Chiefs go all in, and I think they get Adonai Mitchell. Holy crap, guys. And the only best players available are next is Tyler Guyton. Tyler Guyton is still available, and JPJ, Graham Barton, and everyone else, second round. Guys, this is it. This is 32 picks right here. This is everything you guys could possibly think of right now. I mean, I just broadcasted it for you. The 412 Trev vibe, presented by Trevenchy, has now done a 2024 mock draft for the draft that is about to start right now. So we can see right here, and we're going Caleb Williams, number 1, Jaden Drake, JJ McCarthy, Michael Penix, all trade-up scenarios. And then we're going Marvin Harrison to his alma mater where his dad played. Joe Alt handling the Titans' O-line issues. Dallas Turner, Roma Dunze, and Malik Neighbors helping out Aaron Rodgers. And then we're going up top. The Cardinals are getting their first round pick and getting Quinyon Mitchell. Bo Nix is going to Denver. Brock Bowers to the Chargers after trading down. And the Saints are getting Olu after Trevor Penning bust. And they're getting New York Giants are getting Brian Thomas Jr. And then I see Seattle, Mike McDonald getting Latu. I like the Jaguars helping out, addressing an SEC tackle. I see the Bengals getting Terry on. I don't think they like running just DJ Turner on the outside. Byron Murphy, they're going to trade up for him. I think they just love him a lot, especially in replacement for Aaron Donald. And then Mims to the Steelers, 100%. I love him being best friends with Broderick. Jared Verse going straight to the Dolphins. I think that's just a Florida tie. McKinstry, Kool-Aid, it's just the pop for the Eagles. They like to get the poppy names. I like Jerzon to the Cardinals a lot. Cowboys get Chop Robinson. Packers get Talise. I think he runs in that scheme really well. Fautanu to the Buccaneers, versatile. I think they love that. Keon Coleman, wide receiver 1 for the Cardinals. Bills, Xavier Legette becomes the number 1 receiver. Detroit Lions get DeGene. I think the Ravens will go Nate Wiggins. The DBs are now cleared out. And now you go Xavier Worthy with the 49ers and Adonai Mitchell with the Kansas City Chiefs, the reigning Super Bowl champions. Now, guys, this is it. This is what I present to you guys as the 2024 Trevenchy mock draft. All impulse, because we have the draft starting in 30 minutes. So there's going to be tons of reactions. There's going to be tons of things to go over. But I think the one thing to address is how special this moment is for all these players. And just think, right? Just based on the draft that we just had right now, we're looking at a situation in which Michael Penix Jr. is a top 5 pick out of nowhere. Now, I mean, people are scared of him even going first round. But I think the Raiders, they pull the trigger. I think some team pulls the trigger on the Raiders today. Or not on the Raiders, but on Penix. And I think those teams are going to be happy. I think Penix actually will translate, depending on the team, obviously. But I think he is just a lot. He's more thick than a Tua. And he's aged. I think, like, you look at aged quarterbacks and, like, you can tell, like, oh, no, like, he's experienced, but you can tell he's already at his floor/ceiling. Like, he's not going to go up. I think Penix is aged in a way where he still somehow has a ceiling. You can kind of tell, like, damn, like, he's an accurate thrower. Like, he can get better at this. He could get better at processing decisions. So I really like Penix just in terms of translation. I think Penix, like, this is just off the rip. I think Penix and Drake May translate the best. I honestly do. Reason why is because they took full identity of multiple different offensive styles. Because Drake May, he was just adapting to any type of offensive style or offense, if any, that UNC had. And I think Penix just always adjusting since that game against ASU, literally in 2022. He hadn't lost since, which means he found his groove. He had all that talent. Jalen McMillan, Roma Dunze. Like, obviously, those are some amazing players. But the point of the matter is, he schemed that up, and I think he's a smart guy. I honestly do. He gives me a lot of, like, Lamar vibes. Like, I'm going to exceed expectations, so you guys can't say nothing about it. So I love him. And I love the receivers this year. The receivers are going to be fun to watch. I can't wait to see who goes and who doesn't. I mean, I hope the Colts get Marvin Harrison Jr. just for the culture. And then the Steelers, bro, you guys know me, bro. Like, nothing but chemistry. I just want chemistry. Like, I need the fit. I need the fit right now. How are you going to fit into the Super Bowl team? So, I like us getting Amarius Mims. I mean, it would be a huge pickup. It'd be your best friend, Broderick. Like, how could you not be happy? But, yeah, guys, welcome, and thanks for staying along with the 4-2 Trev pregame draft 2020 NFL draft show. The pregame, we're pregaming in this bitch. Presented by Spring Water. Natural spring water. Stay away from chlorinated tap. But, oh my god, I'm so excited. All right, we're going to get things going. I'm going to upload this content real quick, get this cleared up, and then we're going to get some 4K reactions to the NFL draft. And that's it. We really are going through this in about 29 minutes. So I love y'all. I'll see y'all soon, okay?